Brutally honest advice for freshmen in college that I wish somebody would have told me. Professors do not care about your excuses for not turning in your work. Yes, some of them will be understanding and nice for circumstances, but some will straight up just give you a 0 and tell you tough luck. People are going to lie how they're doing in their classes. I don't know why people do this, but it's super common. You could be talking to somebody and they'd be like, oh yeah, I didn't even study. Meanwhile, they were probably studying for like 8+ hours. Or they'll say, hey, yeah, I passed that test. I got like an 80 something, when in reality, they got like a 54 and they just don't want to tell you. So don't compare yourself to others because a lot of people are lying. Don't put all of your trust into your academic advisor. They have hundreds, if not thousands, of students that they are looking after, and there's a lot of people who have put all of their trust into their advisors and then have to end up graduating a semester late because their advisor messed up. I personally make sure that I know all the classes that I want to take going into my advisor meetings and just having them double check me so I personally know what's going on and what I need for my degree. Academic integrity is no joke in college. There's plenty of people who have been failed out, kicked out. It doesn't matter what it is. They take it super seriously in college. I've been in a testing room and someone was cheating and the TA walked by and just grabbed their paper and they were done. They weren't allowed to drop the class. They had to deal with the F and they had the potential of being expelled. Don't share your whole life with somebody that you just met a week ago. There are plenty of times that there are large falling out in colleges and people will spread all of your business. Make sure that you're being really smart about who you're telling stuff and you want to make sure that you actually get to know a person before you're telling them all this stuff. I know it can feel super easy to just share all this info, but try to keep it to yourself for a little bit. You want to make sure that you're trusting those around you. Pick yourself up and take care of yourself. It's super easy to fall into unhealthy habits in college. You're an adult now, you need to take care of yourself, and a big part of that is knowing when you're not doing okay and you need that help. A lot of universities offer 3 therapy. I would totally take it up on that, and you want to make sure you're not taking care of just only your mental health, but also your physical health. You're going to make mistakes in college, and that's okay, but as long as you come out of them learning something and making sure that you don't repeat the same behavior again.
Advice I would give to my little sister about college if I had one. Straight off the bat, do not take these men serious. I repeat, do not take these men serious. I promise you, if he's a senior or an athlete, he is not serious about you. Just don't do it. Just run. Run. Lucky for me, I never had a bad experience with a senior or athlete, so I can't really speak on personal experience. But baby, I've seen things, and I'm just glad it wasn't me. Number 2 is find friends who really match your vibe. You don't have to just be friends with the popular girls. They could be cool people, but are they really cool people? 9 times out of 10, the most genuine people are the ones who don't have a lot of friends. So find you a friend who don't got a lot of friends. Do not take 8 a.m. classes and do not take 5 p.m. classes. I don't care if you're a morning person or a night bird. When you in college, you have a choice of if you want to go to class or not. The fact that you have a choice, I promise you, you is not going to wake up for that 8 a.m. class. Point blank, period. It's funny because when I first got to college, I didn't know that you wasn't supposed to do this. You don't have to ask to go to the bathroom. You just get up and go to the bathroom. In high school, we're conditioned to ask to go to the bathroom. In college, they don't care. You could get up and go. You could get up and go to the bathroom, get up and just leave class and never come back. Professors in college do not care. Do whatever you want. You is free, but not too free. Do not let anybody peer pressure you. You in college, there's going to be drinks, there's going to be parties. But if you don't want to do something, there's no obligation for you to do it, especially if it's something bad. Nobody should have power over you to where they can peer pressure you into doing something that you know you don't want to do or you know you shouldn't be doing it. Because at the end of the day, that's going to haunt you for the rest of the life, not the person that peer pressured you to do it. Like for part 2.
Random advice for college freshmen. First things first, don't be the class clown. That was cute in high school, but we're in college now. It's not gonna fly. Literally nobody has time for it. It's 8 in the morning. Second is, as much as it might seem like a big deal, nobody cares that you're eating alone in the dining room. It's not like in the movies when they laugh at the people for eating by themselves. It's not like that at all. Wear your shower shoes. I will say this in every video if I have to. Wear your shower shoes. Next is, you do not need to ask to go to the bathroom. I made the mistake of asking to use the bathroom and I paid my debt. 9 times out of 10, the professor does not care. Once you're not making a whole bunch of noise when you're doing so, you can just get up and go. Anything you do will tie back to your college. So even if you're off campus, make sure you're being mindful. So even if it's off campus, whatever you do, make sure you're being mindful, because if you end up getting in trouble off campus, it will get back to your campus and you will get in trouble for it. Next is to clean your vents in your dorm. This is so random, but please clean your vents in your dorm. I know my freshman year, I ended up getting sick because my vents were dirty, so I would definitely recommend anybody call your RA, call your dorm director, and ask for your vents to be cleaned. Even if you got to put that maintenance request in on the first day, make sure you're doing it because you're going to save yourself from getting sick multiple times.
If you're going to be a freshman in college, I have tips for you because no one told me these things before I came. Don't raise your hand for anything unless it's like a question about the class, or the material. Like if you have to go to the bathroom, you don't need to ask. If you need to step out for any reason, don't ask, just do it. If you are taking an exam and you finish, turn in your exam and leave. Like, you don't have to sit there. Like, just leave when you're done. Don't bring all of your clothes. As a maximalist, I change your ways before you come. Moving in and out, like for breaks in summer, it's literally, that's like my own personal hell because I have so much stuff that I've convinced myself I need. I don't. If you don't want to make people mad immediately upon your arrival, do not go and sit in a different seat. If you've been sitting consistently in a seat for like a week, stay in that seat. Don't move around. That makes me mad. That makes me mad personally. Some people still haven't learned that. Don't buy an unlimited meal plan. I don't know, maybe your college has amazing food, but mine doesn't. And I didn't want to eat there. So don't waste your money. Know that people don't get less weird. They probably get more weird. For example, one time freshman year, these guys shot a deer. And then they brought it into the dorms and they gutted it in a common area. And another time, somebody poured like rotten curdled milk all over the carpets in the dorm hallways. Yeah. Like, what? Lock your doors. Because the amount of times that like random people would just walk into my room and I would just be like, hi? Please don't go out and spend hundreds of dollars on textbooks before the class even starts. Go to the class, and if the professor is like, this is something you absolutely need, then go buy the book. And even then, sometimes they say that, and you will literally never open the book, or you'll read like a paragraph from it. And that's frustrating. But don't go and do all that before you get to the class. Get yourself an iPad. I know that they're expensive, I know, but ask for that for like your graduation present. Like, do anything you can to get an iPad because my life is forever changed. I do not like own notebooks. I have one notebook like for fun because I don't use it. I use my iPad for all of my notes and they're all in one spot, and I can use the internet. I also play games on it too, to be honest. So like it's like so many uses in one. Okay, I'm going to bed now.
Party advice for college freshmen. First things first, do not buy that party pack. Anyone in college can tell you, do not buy that party pack. It is a waste of money and you're going to get scammed. 9 times out of 10, the parties either aren't going to happen, they're 21 plus, or you just won't go. Take this from somebody that bought a party pack her freshman year and literally did not go to any of them. Because literally a week before the party, they said that they lost the venue and it was canceled. And I didn't get my money back. There are a whole bunch of free parties that you'll be able to go to because it is welcome week, so they'll have a whole bunch of functions. 2, wear deodorant. You're going to be hot, you're going to be enclosed with a whole lot of people, and you don't want to be the one that's smelling like onions. Along with your deodorant, make sure you bring a little spray perfume. This is just so you can freshen up a little bit because it's going to be hot and you just don't want to be smelling like sweat. Don't wear heels. The quickest way to get clocked as a freshman is to wear heels at a party. This is not the club, it's a house party. Literally get yourself a pair of Converses or some type of shoe you do not care much about and make that a party shoe. I still got my beat up Converses from freshman year. Those things last me because trust me, you don't want to go in there with any shoes you care about because they will get messed up. Look at the location of the party before you go. This could be a safety thing as well as just seeing the distance. Make sure you have a ride to the function and from the function. Don't go if you only got a ride there. And with that, make sure you have money to go and leave the function. So if anything happens, at least you have your money and you can get in that Uber and go back to your dorm. Whoever you go with, you stay with, and you leave with. Don't go to any party by yourself. That's just common knowledge. Just don't do it. Make sure you have food after because 9 times out of 10, you and your friends are going to want to hit up Waffle House or something and get something to eat. Know your limit. I'm not going to tell you not to drink in college. All I'm going to say is to know your limit. Last but not least, is something I actually ended up implementing is if my work is not done by the party, I'm not going. So if I know I have assignments to do and there's a party Friday, if my work is not done by Friday, I won't go.
If you are an incoming freshman at any college, I don't really care if it's a PWI, HBCU, community college, it don't matter to me. I need you to stop what you're doing and listen to this video. I'm going to be giving you guys some raw, honest advice on what you need to know before coming into college. And if you've been on my page, you know I don't bullshit, I don't play those games, I'm not going to lead y'all in the wrong path. So no more talking, let's get straight into it. You do not need to bring all your clothes with you. Whoever made that a thing, and that's what y'all saying in these advice videos, is lying straight to your face. Because I promise you, even those people telling you did not bring all their clothes from back home. Because it's literally impossible. My at-home closet was 3 times the size of my freshman dorm closet. I couldn't even fit all my clothes even if I wanted to. All you need to do is bring the 5 basic things: long sleeves, t-shirts, hoodies, sweatpants, and shorts. You know, the ladies are gonna have a little bit more with the dresses, the jumpsuits, the crop tops, but even still. And then on top of those 5 basic things, plus, you know, my ladies, the extra stuff, bring staple or fashion pieces that, you know, will really, you know, draw attention. But please do not bring all your clothes. Just bring clothes that can fit for every season, or clothes that you can wear during the different seasons of weather. That's it. That's all. Just bring enough. Do not bring all. Okay? Number 2, rep your school and know what you are repping. Yes, baby Aggies, I'm calling y'all out. What the hell is a bulldog? So please, get it together. Know your mascot. Know your chants. Know your little dances or whatever. Know that stuff before you come in. Do not be that person that's just standing in the corner and doesn't know the chants, doesn't know the dances. Bitch, you look boring. Learn them. It's not that hard. Number 3, do not buy your school gear from the bookstore. You're literally getting scammed. I promise you, no matter what school you go to, but especially if you go to an HBCU, there are smaller vendors with cuter school gear than at the bookstore. And they're not taxing an arm and a leg. If anything, you can go to the bookstore and get you a nice little cheap t-shirt and cut it up and make it into something else. All you need is some scissors and some imagination. Number 4, please do not depend on your parents to pay for everything. You are now getting to an adult life. Your parents won't be able to pay for everything that you want to get. Have some money on your own. Get a side hustle. Braid hair. Twist. Men love getting their hair twisted. Ladies, twist their hair. Learn how to retwist. Learn how to make customized clothes. There's so much stuff that you can do. And number 5, there is a 97.999999999% chance that those little group chats that y'all now have for your little school, those friend groups, are not lasting. I don't care. They're not lasting, okay? Have your little fun over the summer. Say goodbye to them by at least ending of August. The reason why I say these group chats won't last is because right now, you really don't know who you are in college. Then you step on campus. You meet those people. You see how they act, and you don't like how they act. Oh, and one more thing. Just because somebody is on this app giving you some college advice does not mean it is good advice. But me personally, I think I give pretty good advice. But again, that's everyone's own opinion. But like I said, some people are just doing it for the views. They don't really care what you do in college. They're just gonna say what they want to say, and hopefully it gets views. But yeah, that's all I have. If y'all would like a part 2, let me know. If you guys have any video ideas that y'all want to see, let me know in the comments, and I will see y'all in the next video. Y'all be safe.
Hey guys, what's up? I'm going to tell you how to get perfect grades your first year of college, coming from someone who just finished their freshman year on Dean's List both semesters, and I have a 4.09 GPA right now. And I don't say that to brag, I just say that so you can trust me. Okay, the first tip I have is organization. Half of getting good grades is not, are you smart enough or anything like that. It's just, do you remember when things are due, and do you actually complete your homework? Actually, just turning in assignments and getting those completion points can give you a buffer, so if you don't do too well on a test or something, you kind of have all your homework points to carry you, if that makes sense. So I have a calendar and I write down all my homework assignments and when they're due, and a goal of mine is I always try to have my homework done a day before it's actually due, so I'm never late and I'm never dog points and I get full credit for everything. Okay, my second tip is do every single extra credit assignment that your professors hand out. Let me tell you, it's those extra credit points that can push you into the next grade category. So I go to a school where we do A+ and A-, and I kind of like it and I kind of don't, because it used to just be like an A was a 4, like when they calculated your GPA, but now it's like an A- is a 3 point something, just an A is a 4, but if you get an A+, you can get higher than a 4, like a 4 point, I don't know what the decimal is, like 4.3, but that's why I have a GPA in college of 4.09 because of all those A+. So extra credit can literally be what bumps you into the next category and can boost your GPA. Okay, my next tip, and I cannot stress this enough, go to the TA office hours. I literally became friends with my TAs because of how frequent I was in their office hours, but it is the reason I passed my hard honors classes.
They are the most qualified people to tell you how to pass the class because they literally took it and it's their entire job to help you. I feel like they give the best advice other than the professor, which I did go to my professor's office hours, but I feel like the TAs just kind of understand it from like a student's perspective. But yeah, they're the best, and I cannot stress this enough. If you're struggling, go to the TAs. And this kind of leads me to my next point of peer review. Always, always, always have people look over your work, whether it's for like a long essay question, an essay, homework, literally anything. Even if it's like a science paper, have somebody proofread it. I don't care if it's your roommates, the TAs themselves. I felt like the TAs gave me the best feedback. I would just email them my work and they would send me back revisions, and it was so helpful. My mom's a teacher. You could totally email your papers to your parents and have them proofread it. But just having other people read your stuff, they'll notice things you didn't, and it'll just make the overall quality better. Those are all my tips on how to get good grades. I hope y'all have a great school year and good luck.
Let's talk about some things that incoming freshmen to college me would have liked to know. That was a mouthful. Or maybe it'll help some of my incoming freshman babies on here. Okay, first thing. As intimidating as it feels to meet new people and to find new friends and like do all of that all over again, it's not as bad as you think. I think something that helped me a ton was leaving my door open during like the first week of everyone moving in. Because people are walking by, you can say hi, mingle, stuff like that. But I honestly found some really cool girls on my floor and in my major. And I think just the more willing you are to open up to people, it makes it a lot less intimidating. And I wish I had enough confidence in myself going into freshman year to know that I could do that. Second thing is it's not as weird to get ready for class as everyone made it sound. From what I had heard, everyone wore sweatshirts and sweatpants to class every day, which is true, which is something I still do. But there's some fire-ass fits out there on the quad, and like I don't feel like I stick out like a sore thumb, you know? And when I had a roommate, I wish I had realized that you do not need to have matching room side. Like our room had a whole like theme to it, which is really cute. But now I kind of wish I kind of just did my own thing. Because some of the stuff I have now, I don't want for next year when I live in my own room. And at the end of the day, whichever roommate you get, you're most likely going to have similar vibes if you got to pick who the person was. And I highly suggest just bringing up to your roommate, like, maybe we don't coordinate, but just send our ideas to each other. I have friends here with roommates and they did not match their sides and their rooms like perfectly represent them. And I really wish I did that. But I do love my room, so no complaints. I keep itching myself, sorry. I also wish, I realized that not going out is not that big of a deal. At the end of the day, no one's really going to realize if you were there or not. Sure, you might be asked to go out, sure, you might be missed, but no one's going to realize you weren't there. And I was stressing out about the social scene of going out and maybe not wanting to do it, but no one really pressures you to do it. You know? This is so all over the place, but last thing. I wish I wasn't so confident about not being homesick, because I am 100% homesick the majority of the time. But some advice I got from my friend that's a junior in college was to always know the next time you're going to see them. Whether it would be like a 2-month gap or something like that. Making sure you have on your calendar, wherever you put it, the next time you're going to see them, seriously, like, helps so much. Having that to look forward to, like, shakes away the feeling of being homesick. Okay, I lied, there's one more thing. I didn't realize I'd have so much downtime. I'm in 2 clubs, A and B student. I also don't go a ton, so this might be very much so just me. But I have way more downtime than I thought I would. I was always told that I'd be busy, going. Which I am busy, but then, like, I'll have, like, 3 days of doing absolutely nothing. So that's something to look forward to, is you really do have a lot more downtime. I have a lot more I could talk about, but I don't want to make this crazy long. I just want to share that with you guys. Because I have a month and a half left of freshman year of college, and that's mind-boggling to me. If you yourself are a freshman in college, maybe drop something in the comments. But yeah, bye guys.
5 harsh truths that every freshman in college needs to hear. I'm a senior, and every lesson I've ever learned in college, I learned the hard way. So don't be stupid like me and listen to this advice so that you can have a better college career than I did. Number 5, you actually have to go to class. I know right now it's the 3rd week, you only have 1 class a day, and you're like, going to class is so easy, duh, I know that. Just wait a couple weeks whenever it's cold outside, your professor doesn't take attendance, and there's only 6 people in your class, you're not going to want to get your ass out of bed and go to class. But listen here right now, skipping class is the strongest gateway drug of all time. You don't go once or twice, you're never going again. Skipping class or not is the difference between a 4.0 or praying to God that you make a 60 on your final exam so you can pass the class. Go to class now and never stop. Number 4, you actually have to study to do well in college. I don't care if you're Albert Einstein. I don't care if you have 3 brain cells. I don't care how much you know, how little you know. You need to study. Learn this now. Start studying so that when the Q drop date rolls around, you're not sitting there saying, I either have to make 170 on my test or I have to Q drop it. Figure it out now. Start studying. Find a study plan today. Number 3, you're not going to make a single friend sitting in your dorm room all day. You're not going to want to hear this, but with the most peace and love in my heart, you actually have to go outside and do things to make friends. They're not going to come to you. You're going to have to put yourself out there, whether that's talking to people in your class, joining an org, talking to people in your dorm, talking to people in the dining hall. If you want to make friends, push yourself outside of your comfort zone. You can do it. Go out, talk to people, push yourself, do new things, try new things, make new friends. You can do it. Number 2. Again, with all of the peace and love in my heart, your husband, your wife, your significant other, you whoever, they're probably not on Tinder. They're probably not on Bumble. They're probably not at a frat party. And before people start commenting saying, oh, I met my husband on Tinder or at the frat party or whatever, I'm so happy for you. Congratulations. But for one success story like that, there's about 15 million other heartbreaks along the way. So maybe try the library, maybe try church, maybe try the grocery store, and do not trust that 22-year-old on Tinder saying he really wants to get to know you. Wake up and get a grip. Number 1, the only way out of it is through it. College is hard. You are going to fail. You are going to learn a lot of hard lessons. You're going to have a lot of changes. You're going to lose friends. You're going to make friends. You're going to go on this whole journey. You're already in it. Only thing you can do is keep pushing. You got this. You can do it. You can make it. You are capable, and you are here for a reason. Love you.
Ready with me while I share some of my tips and advice for incoming college freshmen. Go to class. Do not skip because it is a slippery slope and you will not go back. You miss out on meeting a lot of your peers and talking to your professors, and also learning in person is so much better than sitting in your room trying to catch up. Join clubs that interest you. There are so many options, and it's a great way to make connections and just get involved, and also it's so good for your resume. Just don't have a boyfriend coming into college. I've seen so many times it just doesn't work out. You can regroup the following summer. It's just such a waste of your time. Do not put effort into a boy your freshman year of college. You can go on dates and stuff, and don't go sleeping around with guys, focusing all your energy on them, because it will drain you, and you're supposed to be there for school. Don't let boys distract you. This also goes for frat men. They're focused on getting with girls and alcohol, making them sound so shallow. I have a lot of frat guy friends, but it's just, that's kind of what they're doing. Start looking for summer internships in October. Be friendly to everyone the first week of college, because that's when everyone is trying to make new friends, and the faster you do it, the sooner you'll have people to go eat lunch with, people to go have dinner with. You never know who's having a hard day or having a hard time transitioning into this new college life, and what you give out will be put back into you eventually. I believe in karma. Inviting people is the best way to just always have something to do. That goes into the dining hall. Basically, it's okay to eat alone. I promise you, everyone does it. I had to learn. Breakfast, I had an easy time eating alone. It was dinner that stressed me out the most. Prioritize the gym, please, because it will help you mentally and physically, and you want to look good for all the events and parties you're going to. You go to the gym every single day. I don't even care if it's a rest day. Go to the gym and at least walk on the treadmill, or at least take an outdoor walk. Like, always move your body every single day. That's what I noticed made me the happiest when I was in a slump and couldn't get things done, and I felt so unproductive. Just going to the gym helped me. Okay, not a lot of people like this one, but joining a sorority I genuinely think is so beneficial. It can be expensive, so I understand if you just want to rush and make those connections like the first week and then just be done with it. Don't take any classes before 9 a.m. and don't take any after 2 p.m. Prioritize your sleep. If you're super tired, don't go out. Try and sleep as much as possible. Take 20-minute naps. Don't go on your phone when you wake up and right before you go to bed. Finish all of your homework, at least try to, before Thursday night, because a lot of people go out Thursday night, Friday night, Saturday night. Just try to get it done in the beginning of the week. These are all such random tips. Delete DoorDash off your phone right now, because I DoorDash Taco Bell one time, so it's $60. Didn't even realize till I woke up the next morning. And lastly, partying. Make sure your schoolwork is done. Make sure you're rested, eating healthy. Don't consume horrible things that you know are not good for you. Try to have a balance, and if you start going out Thursday, Friday, Saturday every week, you will notice a difference in your school and your everything, your relationships. It's so bad. But then again, have fun with it. Going out to all the different things that everyone has every weekend is so fun. Just enjoy your freshman year. It's literally the funnest time of your entire life. I had so much fun. I want to go back. Don't stress about it too much, because everything will all work out.
Random things you probably haven't thought about that you definitely need for college. Coming from a junior. Number one is a bunch of cheap tote bags. These are absolutely perfect for grocery store runs when you don't want to use plastic bags because they're going to rip, or for when you don't really want people seeing through a clear bag. These are also really great if you're staying the night somewhere else, if you don't want to take your backpack places and you just want your iPad or laptop. Like, there's just so many uses for them, and I definitely recommend having some. Next is a water bottle cleaner and a straw cleaner. Not just like a sponge, like actually get a bristled brush with a handle that you can clean the inside of a water bottle with and your straws, because I promise you, they're going to get gross. You're going to look in it one day and it's going to be disgusting. So just have the cleaner on hand. The next thing is wrinkle release spray. Don't worry about getting a steamer or getting an iron. Just buy Downy wrinkle release spray and you just spray it on your clothes whenever it's wrinkly and you smooth it out with your hand, and it literally works miracles. I would literally do this with my clothes on when I was running out the door and I was late, and it always just worked for me. The last thing, and this is the most important thing, get some air fresheners. I have the wall plug-in ones from Bath & Body Works, and I have one for my bathroom and one for my room. Listen, you don't know what your dorm's gonna be like. Just save yourself the trouble because you can't have candles. Get some plug-in wall fresheners. It's gonna change the game, I promise. That's all. Let me know what other college tips you guys want.
School finna start back in August, and if you're a freshman, take all your clothes. Don't let nobody convince you that you don't need all them clothes. Yes, you do. What you don't need is all them damn shoes. You don't need that. But all them clothes, take every piece. I don't give a fuck what nobody tell you. Take every item. And remember, if you bring something back when you go home, you take something with you, because by the time December come around, you're going to have all this extra stuff that you did not go down there with. So you need to be swapping out so you still have the same amount of stuff that you came with.